Those of you who are ready to measure for your travel destination postcard, you're going to need a ruler and you're going to need the watercolor paper that we are working with and an H pencil. An H pencil is the lightest pencil that you can use for this. And I do not want you using a mechanical pencil or a regular number 2 pencil. I would like you to use a pencil that has the letter H on it. To measure this, I'm going to go quickly, but you can rewatch this as many times as you need. I am lining my paper up to not the edge of my ruler, but where the tick mark is. These are called little tick marks. I am going to make a small line continuing from that 1/2 inch line. So here's my whole number and then my half numbers halfway in between it. And then I'm going to do that again on the top of my paper. It doesn't really matter how far I make that little dot. It could have been a little bit lower, but I made these 2 little dash marks. Well, now I have 3, so that I could line my ruler up along them. And I'm going to use the metal side to line up my dots. And I'm also going to make sure that my non-dominant hand is holding the ruler. If I were going this way, it'd be kind of hard for me to draw over my hand. So I'm taking my ruler, lining up my little dots, and I'm dragging that line across very lightly so I can erase it. So that is a 1/2 inch line, and I'm going to do that to all of the sides. Now for me to do a horizontal line, I have to turn my ruler vertically, and again I'm lining up my paper to that first tick mark, and the best way to do that is to stand up. I'm standing up over my drawing. You can see me now, those of you who are here for real. All right, and then I'm sliding it over just a little bit. This is really helpful when it comes to measuring, to have these 2 marks that are even. Let me zoom out. You can see that I have a mark up towards the top and towards the bottom. Again, I'm lining up my ruler with the inches. The inches are the bigger numbers. And I have my non-dominant hand making an L shape for loser. Just kidding, you guys are winners. And again, I'm going to do it on the side. Now, it doesn't matter if I start at the 0 or not. I can start at like the number 10 and still do a 1/2 inch measurement here because that's my half mark. And that's another easy way to do it as well. It doesn't have to be at the 0. It can be at any of these numbers as long as it's a 1/2 measurement increment. And again, I'm connecting my dots. We are adding our border right now so that we don't draw in that border because we're going to erase this line later. This line is so that we can add tape to this. So because when we did our last painting, our edges were not even. Like that part is really skinny, this part is really thick. We are going to have an even border going all the way around for craftsmanship, to make our things look professional, to make them look clean. So now that I have my border, I can start looking at my travel destination images and I can start sketching things in right here. I don't think you should tape this down yet because when I draw, I rotate my paper a lot. So do not have this taped down. Everything will be fine. Just keep it with your border, little rectangle. Start to draw with an H pencil. As long as it has the letter H in it, you're good to go. Once you have your picture drawn, then you're going to lightly erase any really dark areas. Put your tape on your borders along the edge like we've done before. Tape it to your table and start painting. That's the first step.